So before we start the video, please pop a like on this video. It helps so much. It helps the algorithms. It helps other people see the video. Once money starts coming into the channel, I can start putting it back into the channel. I can put better mics. I can do more specific videos. I can use better visuals. All I'm doing at this stage is just one-to-one tuition. But if you want to know anything more specific, please drop me an email. My email is in the about section. If you're struggling in writing a song, pop a comment. I'll always help you. I released a song over the weekend. Have a listen to it. I've enjoyed that one. I really like playing. So enjoy the video. Welcome back to the channel. So today what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the bottom three strings and I'm going to go up the scale of G/E minor using the bottom three strings, the major and the minor chords, just to help you get familiar with where certain notes are. It helps doing solos, it helps if you're playing with a second guitarist, and it just helps in general understanding major and minor within a major key. So let's crack on, you slappers.
Fingers and butts, dicks and butts.
So in my previous playlist C/A minor, go check it out if you haven't already, I use the bottom three strings to go up the scale using, like I say, major and minors. Now in that playlist I use the B string as the bass note. So a quick example, so for example that's a D minor shape, then we went to the E minor shape, then the F major shape, G major shape, and so on. So what I'm going to do a similar thing. Instead of the B note, it's going to be the E string. That's going to be the bass note. So if that's a G, that's an A, that's a B, that's a C, and so on. But I'm going to use the bottom three notes, the triad, from a major full bar chord. So what's a triad? Now, if I can just simplify triad, if you think of a full bar chord, now the bottom three strings of that bar chord, for example, is the root, third and the fifth of that chord. Now when there's a triad, you don't necessarily have to have the bass note. So the bass note of a G is obviously a G. Now if I did it without it, the deepest note would be a B. But because it's the root, third and fifth of the G chord, it's a triad, it's a G triad. So I'm going to use triads all going up the scale. Now there's only going to be two shapes, so once you learn them both, you then be able to play this triad in any chord. Oh yeah! So for example, the two shapes are this, look. So that's the major shape and that's the minor shape. So we're going to use that using the scale of G, and just so you get familiar with the bottom three strings, and it helps so much more with like your solo work and everything when you want to build up. If you're writing a song as well, if there's two guitarists, if one guitarist is playing C, G, you in theory could play C or C, G.
Normally people will do,
yeah,
but there they do.
So do you understand? So it just gives a more broadened sonic register for our ear pipes.
Hey, that's the name of the show.
So quick recap of the key of G using the chords. So you got the G obviously, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, E minor. And then remember, the seventh chord in a cycle of the major scale, you always flatten that fifth. Reason being just the way the shape of the chord, it's not in the key of C, or the key of G, or any key for that matter. So you have to flatten that fifth, hence it sounds horrible. Don't get me wrong, there's certain times when you could use it, it sounds quite nice. When it's high note, it sounds quite nice, for example. Sounds quite nice. It's the same shape as a D6 without the bass note. So if you want a little bit more in depth why we don't play that chord, or why we do play that chord, drop me a message in my comments. I'll always explain it a little bit more deeper for you.
Do not come.
So like I say, using the bottom three strings, we're going to go up. The bottom string is going to be the bass note. So let's begin. G major, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, E minor, G with a flattened 5th minor, and then back on G again. Now, like I say, if someone's playing, you then in theory could play, what did I play there? Oh yeah. Now you would probably pick over that. There's just so many options for it, and like I say, it helps with solo work. So get familiar with them chords. It will help you with songwriting. Sometimes I do this, so if I'm going to play a G shape here, it's just a little bit more for our ears, for that sonic register, instead of just playing the boring note. So especially when there's two guitarists, it's nice to use that. G major, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, E minor, G with a flattened 5th minor, and then back on G again. So get familiar. Like I say, that's a simple triad. I'll do a little bit more triads down the line, but that's the bottom 3 strings. Check out my previous playlists. I do it in the key of C and A minor as well. So if you want to know anything a little bit more specific, if there's something you're working on or you just don't understand something, drop me a comment. It helps a lot. Please pop a like on this video as well, because it helps the algorithms. Other people will see the videos. Once I start to get monetized, then I can start putting something back into this video, maybe better sound quality, anything just to help you guys. At this point, it's just one-to-one guitar tuition, but I'd like to do a lot more singing. I'd obviously need some sort of microphone as well. So pop a like, it helps loads, costs you nothing, but it will help the channel grow. If you want to know anything more specific, drop me a message. As always, stay foolish and rock and roll.